Hello, welcome to Story Time. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so excited because the story I want to share with you now is a very special one. It happens to be one of my favorites. Now, I know you're thinking, wait a minute, Miss Nancy, all the stories you read are your favorites. Yeah, that's a good point. But this one really is because I used to read it to my son Sam when he was little because he loved letters and he loved to let me read to him. So this was one that was one of his favorites and one that I always liked to read to him. And guess what? It is by my favorite author. Da, 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 da. Dr. Seuss's ABC. Big A, little a. What begins with A? Aunt Annie's alligator. A. Big B, little b. What begins with B? Barber, baby, bubbles, and a bumblebee. Big C, little c. What begins with C? Camel on the ceiling. C. Big D, little d. David Donald Do dreamed a dozen donuts and a duck dog too. A, B, C, D, E. Ear, egg, elephant. E. Big F, little f. F. Four fluffy feathers on a feff. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Goat, girl, goo goggles. G. Big H, little h. Hungry horse, hay. Hen in a hat. Hooray! Big I, little I. I. Ichabod is itchy. So am I. Big J, little j. What begins with J? Jerry Jordan's jelly jar and jam begin that way. Big K, little k. Kitten, kangaroo. Kick a kettle, kite, and a king's kerchoo! Big L, little Lola Lop. Left leg, lazy lion, licks a lollipop. Big M, little m. Many mumbling mice are making midnight music in the moonlight. Mighty nice. Big N, little n. What begins with those? 9 new neckties, a nightshirt, and a nose. O is very useful. You use it when you say, Oscar's only ostrich oiled an orange owl today. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Painting pink pajamas, policeman in a pail, Peter Pepper's puppy, and now Papa's in the pail. Big Q, little q. What begins with Q? The quick queen of Quincy and her quacking quackaroo. Big R, little r. Rosie Robin Ross. Rosie's going riding on her red rhinoceros. Big S, little s. Silly Sammy Slick sipped 6 sodas and got sick. Ugh, he does not look good. T. What begins with T? 10 tired turtles on a tuttle tree. Big U, little u. What begins with U? Uncle Ub's umbrella and his underwear too. Big V, little v. Vera Violet Vin is very, very, very awful on her violin. She does not play music well, does she? WWW. Willie Waterloo washes Warren Wiggins, who is washing Waldo Woo. X is very useful if your name is Nixie Knox. It also comes in handy spelling axe and extra fox. Big Y, little y, a yawning yellow yak. Young Yolanda Jorgensen is yelling on his back. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and what's the last letter? Z. Big Z, little z. What begins with Z? Well, let's see. I do. I am a zizzer, zazzer, zuzz, as you can plainly see. And that is the end of the story, and there are all the letters that were in the story. What I really like about this book is that for every letter, it tells you the sound that it makes, and it tells you some words that start with that sound. So like on this page, we have the D that makes the sound D. So there's David Donald Do, dreaming donuts, and a duck dog. Now, donuts are real things, right? Is a duck dog a real thing? No, I think that's something that Dr. Seuss just made up because it sounded fun for his book. But here's an idea. This is something you can do with your grown-up. You can pick a letter and see how many words you can think of that start with that sound. You could even use the first letter of your name. Like my name's Nancy, so I could think of nice, nickel, napkin, nut. Those are real words that start with the sound like Nancy. But I could also make up some words. I could say narcle, nerfler, fun things like that. So that's a good game you could play with your grown-ups. And maybe you can make a list and make your own book if you come up with a really funny word. I wonder what a narcle would look like. Well, anyway, thank you so much for letting me read to you. I had a really good time, and I will see you again next time. Bye.